is going on, guys? Welcome back to another session of Bill Break and Fix. Brought to you.
Pigs.
We should have planned it. Yeah, not planned. Anyway, getting back to that, brought to you by.
The roll coders. Yours truly.
That's the one. Actually, two now. Yeah. So first thing is first. Let's do the acknowledgement of the country and pay our respects to the elders of the past, present, and future. So there we go. I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and future. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. That was smoothly done, isn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
All right, perfect. So, uh, I guess you can choose a letter today because it's your birthday.
Oh, nice. I didn't know. What'd you get me? What'd you get me?
Huh?
What'd you get me for my birthday?
And admin StreamYard. That was the
Oh,
reason
that's
that it
that's
was done
a
today.
good gift. Thank you, man. Let's go with the letter um
Just
A.
play it and okay, I was a bit too slow. I was gonna say that if you just play and let me guess which one is it.
Have we done night driving?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. You
Feeding
wanna go with
done.
that one?
Sure. Dance pop.
Let me know if it makes you feel sleepy, okay?
Oh,
And
why
I'll
would
do
you
the
play?
same.
Why would you play this while you're driving? You're gonna fall asleep at the wheel.
Exactly my point. Especially at night.
Yeah.
Sleeping is even more tempting then.
Yeah, this is dangerous music.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, good to be back. Those of you who were expecting us to come, um, in the last few days, do apologize. I was busy with my work, and then Tori had his commitments as well, so we weren't able to continue. But we are back now in action. Right, so Tori, because we don't want to put the Scrambler enhanced version up and do the WebSocket thing. How about if we just focus on sanitizing first?
Sounds great. Yeah, that seems to be the biggest block at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, because once this sanitize is done, then even if we put it online, we won't get the XSS attacks.
Yeah, this outrageous audience.
Yep, which is I'm really surprised are none at the moment of those,
Yeah.
but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. They could be lurking,
Yeah, yeah,
waiting
exactly.
for waiting for the opportunity, opportunists.
Yeah, yeah, true. Behind the scenes, and they go attack now. Yeah. So, do you want to share your backend?
Are you
Actually, why do we want to put this in the backend as sanitize it in the backend? Because the XSS attacks are being done in the front end in the browser, isn't it?
That is true, but the browser is always well, I wouldn't say always, but the browser is insecure because the browser can um, the client side is not in your control.
So what if whenever we find out, we, we sanitize it basically in this way that whenever user adds any HTML tags or even script tags that's not taken as inner HTML, they're just taken as text. Would
We
that be
could
possible?
try.
Because
We
I
could,
haven't
but
done this before.
I actually I haven't either, so it's a good learning opportunity. But
Yeah.
I think the vulnerabilities for this XSS attack are actually inside of the jQuery, which we could, but we could go in and try to fix it. But if we sanitize the back end, it's actually easier because all we know the points at which the user input where it's coming and where we need to sanitize it, so we can just sanitize any of the requests that are sent to the back end, like on and then when we receive a request on the back end from the user, we just sanitize it right away, and that way it's just more scalable. It's easier to just know where those surfaces are that we need to cover, and also it's more secure because there's no one can go. A malicious user can't go into our backend and circumvent the code, versus the client side. You
But the
could.
code is open source, so anyone can just go find out and just alter the code itself.
Alter. Well, you would have to accept like a pull request or something to have them alter it.
Yes, but the point that I'm trying to make that the code can be changeable, which is not really as in what we're trying to do, but what I was talking about, that if we put this, so see the XSS attack is happening on the front end through the browser, right? As in, if you create a note in the browser and then write the script tag and do what you want to do in JavaScript on the note itself, then it picks up because it's done in HTML. So the browser is, say, the browser is taking that input and then doing it with what the input has asked the browser to do.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe if I draw a little diagram.
Yep. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll let you add your screen to the
I don't need your permission anymore.
Exactly my point, because that's what I'm gonna say. You do whatever you need to do. You're unleashed now.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
I just
For
want
better.
a blank little. Why is it connecting me to GitHub? Oh boy. I just want draw.
What? Oh, if you do create, so, okay.
It's fine. White. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Convar64, welcome.
Okay,
Good
you
to
know what? I
have
just
you.
need a whiteboard.
That's a really cute girl there, though, in the icon.
All right. I don't know if this is free or easy to use. Hopefully it is. I just want to draw you a little diagram.
Okay.
Like, it's going to be terrible though, because I'm probably going to have to use my mouse.
I've been there. I've drawn. Yeah.
Come on, web whiteboard. What's going on?
Why not just use the Draw IO
I was
instead?
trying to, and then for some reason it was like connecting to my GitHub.
Go back. It doesn't have to connect to your GitHub. I'll guide you to that. It's pretty easy. It's all done in the browser.
I think it's diagrams. This is it now.
This one?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, they changed the name. It's diagrams.net now.
Hmm.
So if I go here,
Yeah, here we go.
come on.
Please ensure JavaScript is enabled. Is it?
Yeah, see? So,
So create new diagrams. If you close that, uh, if you want to
change
click
storage.
on the yeah
Okay,
problem
cool.
or
All right.
decide later, you can also do that.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, this
There
isn't
we go.
something. Cool, thanks. So we have our client, right?
Hmm.
And then is that big enough for you?
Yeah.
All right, and then let's just say he's a bad man or
Mhm.
lady, a bad lady. So that's our client, and then we have our back end here, right?
Hmm.
And here here is where well, actually we have two different parts of the back end. So let me hold up there. We have, I'll just use the squares. All right, so we have the WebSocket
Hmm.
default Lambda, I think. So that's the one that this
Would it be
receives
easier if we
messages.
just go with a really high level without going into any detail, or is this how you prefer to show me the concept that you're talking about?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping that this would make sense,
Okay,
but
cool.
if I hope it's not a waste of time. Try.
No, there's nothing called a waste of time, mate.
All right. And then we have,
Hey, GagDev.
let's say we have another. GagDev is gonna just have a ball with this. Hey, GagDev. Okay.
You know him too well.
So client 2. All right. So this is we have the AWS in between here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you send when you send a message to the WebSocket Lambda,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you send that message, and then in turn, that message is then broadcast to whoever else is connected to the board, right?
Yeah.
So what's going on here is somebody's sending like script tag basically, which is JavaScript. And then when that same script tag is received here, then it's being executed on this client's browser. So the easiest way to mitigate that is here inside the Lambda on the back end is we take we take that script tag and then we just erase it, like with the sanitizing. And that way, instead of inside of the client having to sanitize like different surfaces, let's say, like points of attack or vulnerabilities, then all we have to do is just sanitize it here before it gets sent out to the client.
Right, I see. So I see where you're coming from now.
So
That
then
in,
this would just be turned into a string here, like on the other side, basically.
yes.
Or
So yeah, that's right. It's good that you brought in the WebSocket part, because that's the one I think that I missed out when I was talking about. We can just have that concept done in the front end because it's all happening in the browser. But when you brought out the WebSocket, that actually makes more sense, as in the messages are actually being broadcasted to other users going via the WebSocket, and WebSocket is in the backend. So it would make more sense if we actually sanitize it on the server side.
yep,
Yeah.
and that way it's secure because unless there's a vulnerability in the library that we choose to use for sanitizing,
Yeah.
then nobody can just circumvent it.
hmm
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah. Let's implement that in the backend. And thanks for bringing out the WebSocket. Because to be honest, I forgot about that concept.
sure. And actually, I don't know what happens with. I did Gakdev. Um, um, I don't know about the backend for the Express app and saving the notes to DynamoDB, but that could be another potential vulnerability. Because if DynamoDB is also, so say somebody writes a note that's like a script tag and then that gets saved to the database. Well, then when somebody loads the board, then they would receive that script tag, even though it was supposed to be a note or some text or something else, right? So that's
Yes.
another potential vulnerability, but I don't know if DynamoDB itself has some, escapes some of these like script tag characters. I don't know enough about like DynamoDB and those sort of vulnerabilities, but that's
Yeah.
another thing we
Uh,
want to look at some point.
yes, and we will definitely look at that one. But I think for starters, just go step by step and do the part where the script tag I guess sanitizes and it becomes all text. So let's get that part as a first step, and then we can come back to other parts where we need to look up for DynamoDB and so on and so forth.
Sounds good. All right, so I'll
Fantastic.
close this now. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What have I
Okay.
missed tonight? Have you explained to Zane what our website is yet, Tori?
It's
Which
not nice.
website is he talking? Okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah,
I
he's
get it.
just being a jerk.
I get it. I get it. Actually, yeah, Dev, I was hoping you could explain me what website is, because to be honest, after interviewing people, I still don't know what a website is though. So yeah, feel free.
So this is the default Lambda. Um,
The default Lambda, right?
except
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
WebSocket.
Hmm.
And so
Did you
it's
get my
code.
branch, by the way?
Oh,
I think possibly I haven't pushed anything because there was nothing to push on. Anyway, ignore that. Ignore that
yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so dev is the latest.
Oh, Dev, are you on Dev at the moment?
Yeah, yeah, I'm on dev. Should I change?
Probably, yeah. Then Dev must be the latest.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
we'll make a
Let's
new
keep on.
branch.
Yeah,
Okay.
sanitizing inputs. Yeah, Dev. So for work, yes. But for the raw coders, we are planning to bring on one person, but let's see how that goes. And it's Tori's friend, and is also from the UK. So really looking forward to as in meeting him and getting to know him a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope he can do it. He just got
Yeah.
he just got a new job, so I'm not sure how
Hmm.
much time he's gonna have now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Which
he'll
means.
get maybe he'll get fired though, and then he'll be good. Um,
Okay.
do we need this
So, are we
login?
using any library for
Nope.
sanitizing?
Oh,
Okay.
at the moment, I don't think we've decided on one. So yeah, there's nothing in here.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. Yeah, because I was working on that last night, a bit when after finishing work.
okay.
Yeah, but I didn't really get anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one library for sanitizing, which is a really apparently popular one called DOM Purify.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was one I looked at, and it looked pretty easy.
Yeah,
Um,
so we probably do that.
Purify.
And not the code, yeah, they have the text, so to avoid the XSS attacks from a person you know him very well.
Um, how come it didn't take me to the library? That's weird. Hmm? Nothing? Did I not spell it right? Sure. Let's have not spelled it right.
DOM Purify.
What's going on? Oh, there it goes.
FY. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. A little bit big. Um,
Yeah, so
so
all we need, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Sam.
So I think from my research, all we basically need to do is import it and then basically use the sanitized method to um you pass in the text in to the sanitized method, and then we are done,
That's
hopefully,
it.
and then we can
Okay.
basically test it.
Okay. Huh. Okay. And this does work in Node, right?
Yes, apparently, because it's a node library. So
Oh yeah, it does here.
mhm.
14. Cool. All right.
I don't know why I'm hungry.
GecDev asks how Finesh is doing. If you've spoken to him.
Oh, he's very happy as in spending time with his family, and yeah. So
Cool.
I haven't really spoken to him recently, but I will, as in, kind of touch base with him. I think we might even catch up this weekend.
Um, so this. Okay. Wow. It's been a while. So
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
installing this, and then I
Yeah.
think, do we need to initialize a package.json for this default lambda now, since we're using a library or a dependency?
Uh, but that one should be in the main project, is it in not the folder itself, isn't it?
Yeah. So I install it here, but see how this Scrumbler API is the
Yeah.
Express app? Like
Mm-hmm.
it has its own package.json. I think Sam will yell at me if I try to build. Well, we'll see what happens. Um, so
So once it basically gets installed, let's require it, and then use it, and then see what it does, or even yells at us.
sounds good.
Will the streaming be ready for DevCon next week? I don't think so at this stage yet, there, because we still have few more things to do, but hopefully, I'm really hoping this week. Not this week, sorry, this month.
So we have this message. Um, and the message is a string. And this is send. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's been a while since I looked at this. So this sends the message with this API gateway post to connection method.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the API gateway
Mm-hmm.
interface there. So this is
The message
yeah,
they send.
which is an object. It's an
Mm-hmm.
object.
So all we basically would or might need to do is just sanitize as soon as it comes in there. It's, so be,
It's just reading the comments. Oh, is DevCop gonna use this?
that's where we're gonna do our protest,
Oh, cool.
because essentially the idea of this was originated from is organize
Yeah,
it.
I haven't gone
Mhm.
in forever because it's so early for me. But
Yeah, me neither.
um,
It's been a few months that I
but
would
yeah,
be there.
they did used to use this, or they still use it.
I don't think
Hopefully.
so. They still use it.
Or they use, yeah, I think last time I was there, which was sadly probably a year ago, they were using something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Right. So you know where it's returning the message, as in return send, as in
mhm,
online 100.
mhm. Oh, what happened?
Is it frozen?
No, it's back. I saw, I don't know, it was spinning on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to sanitize the message before this method is executed, because this
Yes.
is when it'll be sent
Mm-hmm.
through API gateway back
So
to our clients.
so what that basically 102 and 103 line is saying that take, and can you remove the cursor because I can't read the
Oh my
line
bad.
above. So that is saying basically it's an async function, and it's calling. So what it's basically trying to do is post the connection to each of the IDs.
Whoa, sorry, zoomed in too much. Too big.
That happens when the response is a
Y-
bit delayed. Yeah.
yeah,
Right. Mhm.
what you said is right. Yeah.
So what we can basically do is when it starts to map, we can add another line before the posting connection to sanitize the message.
So yeah, in here.
So you know where it says message online? Yeah.
Um, okay. Uh, yeah. It's going well, GecDev. Thanks, actually. Um, it's a lot of work, but some of the interviews I've had have actually been quite enjoyable, and I've even interviewed in Australia, which was
Oh,
pretty
okay.
cool. Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, the market is really hot at the moment. I would say across the world, as in everyone is just on it, on the IT thing.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Hmm.
Are you in?
I in the
I
process of any.
I've done like this. I just started this week, so I'm still on like all the phone screens, but
Hmm.
I don't. I think there's two like in consideration. Well, actually, no, one now, because today they got back to me and they said they wouldn't move forward because I I think my salary expectation was a little bit more than what they were looking for,
Hmm.
which
I
is
see.
fine.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
they
they were really
will
nice.
get what they pay for. Hmm.
I liked them. I like uh, what they were doing. It seemed like a great place.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I got. I think I have like 2 or 3 more interviews tomorrow morning, and then at least one on Saturday because it's U.S.
Hmm.
It'll be their afternoon. So, and then
Hmm.
I think I have more next week already. It's I can't even I can't even keep track, to be honest. Applied. Um, so the one thing, Zane, is that this message object is
Hmm.
like it's so it's an object.
Hmm.
I and I don't know how this DOM Purify works, but I'm assuming this would sanitize like a
A
string.
string. So if you go to the method of it, as in just basically control find sanitize, then it will basically tell you what it says. But yeah, you must be right that it does.
Ah, that's annoying. I mean, it makes sense, but now we have to figure out what's a string on the
Alright.
message object. A string, or I guess anything on the message object has to be sanitized, because they can
Yeah,
use anything hanging on it to just put some
exactly.
put some nasty code in there. No, these aren't
Are
these are these paid roles with the boars. Do you mean the
or
boars are gonna pay me, or
or
that would
me?
be nice? Is there a budget thing? Am I getting left out of something?
Well, at the moment, to be honest, everything is going to AWS. Even my part is going to AWS. So we
Mm,
should basically
it
contact
flows
some.
to the top, flows up.
Yeah, but I really wish that there's some sponsor out there who's listening to us and they're happy to sponsor us something. But yeah. Okay, cool. So sanitize, it takes in what?
I think they just mean like a dirty input. So
Okay,
like,
so how about if you just try it out and see what happens? As in, if you want to just find out what message comes up as, we can just log it, right?
message is already logged in CloudWatch. It looks like. So if you want, we can go to CloudWatch logs.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, where'd you go? I need to authenticate. What's MSK?
MSK. To be honest, interesting. I don't even know that.
Is that a new thing?
Absolutely, it must be because it's been advertised. Must be
Huh.
new.
Oh, I gotta log into my password manager here.
Amazon is actually AWS is taking over the world.
It is, and actually having at least a basic understanding of some serverless architecture, on AWS has been very valuable.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Um, I think it's this one. Slow. How's work going, Zane? How's everything?
Yeah, pretty good. Um, Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
I'm I'm yawning a bit too much nowadays on the stream, which I really need to control. Um, but yeah, work is going really good, pretty productive. Yeah, I got my review yesterday as well, which was really promising. So I'm really happy about
Nice.
that.
Good, man. That's great.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thanks, man. Thanks for appreciate it.
So now you're
Yeah.
just sitting back coasting, huh?
Hmm?
Now you're just sitting back coasting, not really putting in extra work anymore.
Well, they
Don't say
will
it public.
be if required. But yeah, it's been a really good as in kind of journey until now. Where just always have to be in a solution mindset, and yeah, it can get demanding, but hey, things have to be done, right?
Yep.
I like how you said, "Don't say publicly, don't say publicly."
Um, I won't know. I think I'll have to look at the Lambda and track down the logs. Looks like they updated
Um,
the UI a bit. When I stream, it just
mhm.
slows down. Like this part, like it just takes forever. It's not this slow on my computer.
How about now? There you go. It was the music apparently.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. So we have the default function. Hopefully, there's some logs in there with
Hmm.
some messages.
It was actually logged, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it was logging.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um.
Monitor.
Yeah. Yeah. Dev. Is just said deadlines and the issues are very important. The issues are very important to be done as soon as possible. So that was the reason why I just focused on getting things done rather than leaving it until the next morning. And as in, there were urgent issues as well. So yeah.
Are you going somewhere soon, Zane? Are you taking a trip somewhere?
Yeah, I'm actually planning to go back to the UK to visit my
Oh, really?
parents and that.
Nice.
Yeah, because especially when I can work from there as well in the London office, which
Oh,
would
okay.
be
Cool.
so I can basically take the weekend for for traveling, and not even basically take any of the holidays, and just go there and start working, and then spend evenings and weekends with the parents.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Mm. Is my job in the UK. So I do work remotely, but they have uh, most of the team is actually based in the UK, which is which explains the late working hours sometimes. But yeah, but
But
I mhm.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that, but I do work from, as in Australia, but they have branches in Australia, New Zealand, UK, Paris. Yeah, I think not Paris, France. I would say, yeah, although Paris is in France.
how big is the team in Aussie?
You mean my team?
Yeah, oh, so it's just you in Aussie?
So in Australia, so in here, as in Australia, it's just me by myself. But
Really? Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
so one person is in New Zealand,
Oh, okay.
and the most of the team, as in which I work in, is based in the UK, but they have, as in company-wise teams, in Melbourne though as well. And in fact, I'm planning to go to the office next week as well.
Okay, cool. Cool.
See how that goes. Right.
Finally. So I
So
found
fantastic
so
message. Yeah.
you have the if we look at the code, uh for the handler, right? So we get the event. The
Mm-hmm.
event has the body.
Mm-hmm.
We parse it,
Yeah.
and we have a message and a board
Mm-hmm.
ID. So really, what we need to sanitize is this message. So in here we have this stringified
Mm-hmm.
um,
Message
message.
action. So where's the act? So that's all the message. So we only basically need message dot text. Yeah.
Message. Uh, message. I have such a hard time reading it like that.
Yeah, I know you're feeling it is a bit hard to read as well.
Um, oh, there's an error.
A token.
Uh,
Oh.
it's not happy about something. Um, oh well.
Maybe put it in JSON validator or format.
Will those work for stringified? Um,
Mm, worth of a check, I would say.
I would suppose they would. I mean, we could. Yeah, I mean, we could just go look at the front end code, but I don't have the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like it open in VS Code.
that's all right.
Uh, this one doesn't have a lot of options.
So I think you would be message dot text. But let's see. Yeah, this is what I basically normally use. Passing error on alignment body. Expecting end off. Ah, so it's expecting another one. Another curly braces there. Validate.
I'm missing something silly, but I don't know what it
How
is.
about if you format it first? Would that be a bit easier?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, well, so it works, but it it doesn't it doesn't parse it.
Okay, so what we basically need is so it
It's
would be event, body,
body message.
message, and then text. Yeah, text. No, sorry, my bad. It's event, body, message,
Data.
data, and text. Yeah, there we go.
Now I think we have to not only sanitize the text, I think we have to sanitize all of these potentially, or at least some of them, because
You mean all the
all
automated
the
inputs?
all the inputs on data, I don't think the action matters, but I think some of these may end up on the DOM, like being written to the DOM. So like this ID property probably doesn't, but I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's only the text, but if we were saving these, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe the text is fine, but yeah, like
We
there
can
could be.
find out, Tori. Yeah, as in,
No, they'll let us know.
of course. But
Okay.
yeah, we won't test as in right here, right now. We'll just basically code it and then we can take the testing offline.
Okay. So we have message, um, message dot
Dot
text.
data.
Oh, dot data
Yeah.
dot text. Um, I wonder if the is the data that's an object, right? Data is just an object. It's not a stringified object, right?
I think it is so the entire message is a stringified.
Okay. So I'm saying so there's so message so message is stringified. So we have to parse it first. Okay,
Possibly.
because okay. So um sanitize message or well um variable name. Tired.
Just do anything at the moment, man. Trust me.
Message to it's weird. I think my keyboard is dying. Um Jason dot parse the message. Okay. And then whoa, what's
What's that?
going on? I think it's like sticky keys.
Ah, yeah, that might be it.
Um and then from here we'll have message to green dot data. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Dot text.
text, and then um, and we want to call that DOM purify method on this, right?
Mm-hmm. Uh, DOM purify sanitize.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we can also sanitize a node. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some config, but do we need like the options here?
We might not need any config. Yeah, I don't think so. We need any.
Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So then, um, now on the message to clean dot text, we'll just replace that with the clean text. And now that should modify.
Message dot to clean dot data dot text, isn't
Yes, thank you. Where's my TypeScript?
it?
Lazy.
Yeah.
So then this message. Oh, I wonder if we don't need to parse it because here we're stringifying it again. See that?
Hmm.
Maybe if I actually take a look at the code. Oh, oh, it is a string. Huh. Huh. Is it a string? Looks like it is, I guess. I don't
So it wasn't
know.
an object.
Or I just put this here like it was a bad move. I think I wrote this. That's not me. It's not my name there. But
That's not you.
I think
Yeah,
this might be
you have
an
just
object.
you have changed your name, say just 5 seconds ago, right?
It's a different Tori Littlefield who also happens to work on this project.
Yeah.
Um, well, yeah, hopefully that parse doesn't blow up.
Yeah, we'll basically have to test it. There's no basically other way that we can say that okay, this is it, or this is not it, or this may be it. Yeah, this
Yeah.
maybe it would be it, but we can't really say anything else until we test it.
Okay. Now, if we do need to, oh, it's loud here tonight with crickets.
Hmm.
If we do have to parse it, then I suppose we also have to stringify it after we've changed the text. We clean the text, sanitize the text, and
Mm-hmm.
then all we have to do is replace that message we were previously passing in, and just pass in the sanitized message.
That's right. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just renamed it.
There you go. All right.
How's that?
Yeah, that looks a lot better now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just call
Hope
it a night here. Hopefully it will as in work as we expected, but yeah, we'll do some testing offline and see if that is the case.
Sure, and I'll push these up
Yeah,
to the
if you
the,
can.
the branch.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's brilliant. All right.
Hopefully that helps mitigate some of it,
Hopefully,
so
yeah.
we can move on.
Absolutely, man. And I think that this is the blocker that is preventing us from moving on. But hopefully, when we test it, it works. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Been a pleasure having you all as always. And yeah, if you want to check out how we move on, feel free to join us tomorrow, same place, same time, and
Different tasks.
there we go. Peace out.
Thanks, everyone. Have